beautiful main meals. Now we would like to open up the dance floor. I'll be calling down the beautiful bride and groom to the dance floor to open it up officially for their bridal waltz. Sevgili misafirler, ilk dansları için onları alkışlıyoruz. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, a big round of applause for the beautiful bride and groom.
Yüreğimde saklı kuvvetim ömrümde ben seni seviyorum. Sen sevsen de sevmesen, gönlüme gelmesen ben seni seviyorum. Yüreğimde saklı kuvvetim ben seni seviyorum. Sen sevsen de sevmesen, gönlüme yetmesen ben seni seviyorum. Seni seviyorum biliyor musun? Seni seviyorum görüyor musun? Gönlümün olursun, umudumun olursun. Güler geceler sen olsan gülüm. Seni istiyorum biliyorum ben. Seni seviyorum. Yüreğimde saklı kuvvetim ömrümde ben seni seviyorum. Sen sevsen de sevmesen, gönlüme gelmesen ben seni seviyorum. Yüreğimde saklı kuvvetim ömrümde ben seni seviyorum. Sen sevsen de sevmesen, gönlüme gelmesen ben seni seviyorum. Yüreğimde saklı kuvvetim ömrümde ben seni
alkışlıyoruz. Bakın, please ask now the bridal party to join them and all guests to join the beautiful bride and groom on the dance floor. Sevgili misafirleri yalnız bırakmıyoruz. Yeniden ve damatla eşlik ediyoruz. So please come on the dance floor. Moms and dads, uncles and aunties, all guests, please join the bride and groom.
I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were someone waiting for me. We were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will give you up this time. God, just kiss me slow. Your heart is so lion, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark, you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, you heard, darling, you heard. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. Yeah, I feel kids through the soul.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join the beautiful bride and groom on the dance floor. Bring your partner and come on to the dance floor. Onları yalnız bırakmıyoruz. Onları eşlik ediyoruz sevgili misafirler.
Dancing in the dark, you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this, darling, you look perfect tonight. Baby, dancing in the dark, you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. I have faith in what I see. I know I have met an angel person. She is perfect. I don't deserve it.
Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready to party? You and everyone on the dance floor. Herkes dans listesine bekliyoruz sevgili misafirler. Oturmak yok.
I don't know how long da içimde aşıklarla Ankara'nın buralarda büklüm yollarda Ne zaman sarhoş oldum da kaldıramıyorum yollarda Ankara'nın buralarda büklüm yollarda Ne zaman sarhoş oldum da kaldıramıyorum yollarda Akşama geleceğim Hac Baba nerede?
Tavukları pişirmişler, acıyı da çarşıya göndermişler. Tavukları pişirmişler, acıyı da çarşıya göndermişler. Tavukları pişirmişler, acıyı da çarşıya göndermişler.
Akşama geleceğim, akşama geleceğim Zamana nerede?
Tavukları pişirmişler, anamı da komşuya göndermişler. Tavukları pişirmişler, anamı da komşuya göndermişler. Tavukları pişirmişler, anamı da komşuya göndermişler.
seated and a big round of applause for DJ Gurr's ceremony. We're all guests. If they have a monetary gift they'd like to give the bride and groom, you can put it in an envelope, place it inside the wishing well, which the wishing well is just behind the screen at the entrance. Sevgili misafirler, bu akşam takım edasımız için sadece en yakın aileyi, anneleri babaları davet ediyoruz. Diğer misafirler takılarını zarfa koyup kutuya koyabilirsiniz. Kutumuz da girişte sol tarafta ekranın tam arkasında. Ladies and gentlemen, during our speeches, I do ask that we are all silent, please. Sevgili misafirler, konuşmalarınızda lütfen sessizlik rica ediyorum. Ladies and gentlemen, for our first speech, I would like to invite up here the bride's father, Michael. Please put your hands together for Michael, ladies and gentlemen.
It won't be long, it's about that long. You ready? Hang on.
What a speech!
Alright, are we ready? Good evening. Good evening, valued family and friends. I'm about to cry. No, I'm just kidding. Warming up. There's no bottle tissues. For those here tonight who haven't yet met me, my name is Michael, and my Turkish name is Muhammad Ali. My father named me after the boxing in 1975, that's when I was born, so I'm 48. And I am very proud father of a beautiful bride, Kubra. And for those who do know me, you all know how much I enjoy the icebreaker, to make everyone feel welcome and relaxed and celebrating. So I usually start off with a little joke. Did you hear about the 2 mobile phones who just got married? The reception was terrific. Alright, but tonight is a celebration of love and unity, and I speak on behalf of Kubra's adored mother Rabia and her cherished little sister Tuba, the cheeky one, the bully one. We are so honoured to have you all here to share this marvellous union of Kubra and Ismail, and we express our heartfelt gratitude to you all for being a part of this special day. As a father of 2 wonderful daughters, I can collect many stories to share with you guys, but as we only have 5 hours, I promise to keep it short. I'm going to get that apart. Let's go. I remember when Kubra was just a little girl with big dreams and even a bigger heart. She always so kind and compassionate, with a gratitude smile and could light up any room. Kubra was always determined to be the best of the best. She studied hard and always applied herself. I remember when she was 5 years old, she was standing on top of a cardboard box singing and dancing, and was concentrating so hard that she didn't see her sister sneak up behind her and push her off the box, and Tua was laughing and Kubra was crying. You guys remember that? It's on video. While others were mocking around at school and not appreciating the value of education, Kubra was studying in the library, preparing for her future to be a successful woman that she is today. The number of awards she constantly won made us so proud that I knew even back then that she would always succeed in life. Kubra has always had an empathetic nature, and people and animals have always been drawn towards her. She used to have a Netherlands wolf, a rabbit. I bought her for her 16th birthday. She always wanted a pet. We live in a unit, you can't keep a dog back then. Instead of a rabbit named Charlie, he supposedly lived for 7 years, but this bugger lived till freaking 13. Doubled it. This is, I believe, was due to the bond he had with Kubra and how well she looked after him. I know that when the time comes for Kubra and Ismail to be parents, their children will be happy and healthy and will wander for nothing. I remember the respect and appreciation Kubra gave me, or gave my mother, her cherished Babane, who would have loved her nothing more than have been here tonight. The dog of her grandmother, she communicated so well. I remember the respect and appreciation Kubra gave my mother, her cherished. I knew from the very first time I met Ismail, I don't know why I can't pronounce his name tonight, man. For some reason, I call Ismail, but Ismail. I just go easy, man. Yeah, I'll start again. I knew from the very first time I met Izzy that he was the perfect partner for Kubra. Izzy is a man of integrity, he is honest and selflessness, and has an optimistic outlook on life. Without a doubt, his kindness and patience and the ability to nurture Kubra are some of his many strengths, and I look forward to seeing him share these same strengths when he becomes a father. I am grateful to Sylvania and Betty for raising such a commendable man who I entrust my daughter to with any doubt or reservations. As I look at Kubra now sitting before us, all in a stunning wedding gown, I am filled with pride and admiration. She has accomplished so much, both personally and professionally, and I know that she will continue to achieve great things in years to come. Speaking of looking fabulous, I have a good, true story to share with you guys. This happened on Friday last week. My daughter's going to make me old shoes for formal shoes, so they forced me to get this shiny like these guys wearing. I was working law enforcement on Friday, I was duty, and I stepped out for lunch in the city to get a shoe. I went to a fish street in the city at my bird break. I attended this, how can I say it? I was attended by one but two very eager to please male shoe salesmen. They gave me the royal treatment, and I knew that their taste would be impeccable and I could only come out a winner. Well, after trying on several sizes and not wondering to wandle like a duck all night, because they were big sizes, they're like penguin shoes, he started rubbing my leg. And I said, "You all right there, cuz?" He goes, "Oh, sorry, I was rubbing your dog." I have a tattoo of my dog on my right leg. This is my daughter's dog, but it's our dog. I got a tattoo of him. He goes, I was patting your dog. Oh, okay, as long as you were doing that, it's fine. You got me excited a little. see you what I do for my girls. See what I do for my girls. Anyway, Kubra, of all the countless things we have shared over the years, being your father and watching you grow into the incredible woman you are today has been the greatest privilege of my life. From baby shoes to sneakers and soccer boots, I've got like 10,000 of them. I don't throw their shoes away, I keep them. I even got she broke her wrist once, a plaster. I still got that plaster at home. That was when she was about, I don't know, 7, 8. I still keep it, it's just priceless. Yeah, I'm lost. Where am I? Okay. Yeah, okay. Sneakers and boots, here we go. High heels. Yeah, mastered every aspect of life, and I awaited with such joy to see what the future brings to you both. Hopefully, grandkids for me. Kubra, and now my son, Ismail, or Izzy. I want to say that I am thrilled to see the love and the commitment you have for each other. It's natural love. It's natural. You are both such amazing individuals together. You make a truly remarkable couple. I have no doubt that your love will continue to grow and flourish, and that you all will have a long and happy life together. Finally, I want to say to you both that I love you more than the words can express. You have brought so much joy and happiness into my life, and I am so proud to be your father. I wish nothing but love, happiness, and success in all of your future endeavors. I will always be here for both of you till my head touches the black soil. I love you both. Please, all be upstanding and raise a glass for the toast of the newlyweds. Make the road walk together to be full of love and laughter, and the years ahead bring happiness ever after. When children find true love, parents find true joy. Here's to your joy and our from this day forward. Cheers. I'm just getting started. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, big round of applause for the grandfather, Michael. And now, please, a big round of applause, our best man, Sam.
I really wanted to do this tapping thing, but So, I don't really have a speech prepared. I like to improv. I hope it runs well tonight. So what I'd like to say is, I always told Kubra that if he broke his heart, I'd hurt you.
Sorry?
You said and I'm not saying that. Now that Kubra is a part of our family, I will say that if you hurt Kubra, I've hurt you now too, so it goes both ways. Ismail's a great person. We grew up together. I think as kids we even slept in the same bed together at some stage. And yeah, I know a lot about the guy. I trust him with my life. I will always be there for him, and I will now be there for you too. I hope you guys have a great relationship. Follow my advice. Listen to people who are in a relationship. They will only guide you the right way. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Take care.
Thank you once again, our best man, Sam. And now our maid of honour, Yarmul. Please put your hands together.
Good evening, everyone. For those who don't know me, I'm Yarmul, and I have the incredible honour of standing by Kubra's side today as her maid of honour. First and foremost, I want to say how breathtakingly beautiful she looks tonight. As I stand here, I can't help but reflect on the journey that has led us to this moment, Kubra and I have been inseparable since childhood, and I'm beyond grateful for the memories we've created together. After meeting and not getting along at Turkish school, we somehow managed to create such a bond of friendship at a moment we could have never imagined, and ensured we laughed together, cried together, and supported each other through life's ups and downs until we came to the point of becoming two sisters that constantly got told we looked so much alike to be related. Even on the circumstances of being 4 years apart, distance didn't do any damage but gifted us with the asset to teach each other, the support and strength of being apart. And now, as I watch her embark her journey with Ismail, my heart overflows with joy. I've witnessed the love between them grow and flourish, and it's truly something special. Since the day I was first told about Kubra's first date with you, Ismail, I had more hope and faith than herself for this book of a love story to continue growing until this day of the 2nd of December 2023. Ismail, thank you for making my best friend, more so sister, the happiest she's ever been. I can only hope and wish upon for this to stay this way, and for you to make her feel the happiest, blessed, loved and cared for that she has ever been. Because let me tell you something, she's worth 1 in a million, and she so deserves to be treated like one. To Kubra and Ismail, may your love continue to blossom and may your journey together be filled with laughter, love and adventure. So here's to a lifetime of happiness. For those who speak Turkish and not English, I'm just going to quickly say a few words in Turkish as well. Herkese iyi akşamlar diliyorum. Kubra'nın ve İsmail'in bu özel günlerinde yalnız bırakmadığınız için ve hikayelerini ortak olup paylaştığınız için herkese çok teşekkür ederiz. Gecenin sonuna kadar bu ruhu paylaşmaya ve sevgiyi paylaşmaya devam etmenizi diler. Sizleri aramızda görmekten mutluluk duyduğumuzu belirtmek isteriz. Teşekkürler.
Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the bride's beautiful sister, Tuba.
How much is pop that now? God, damn. Anyway, hey y'all, it's the Valley of the Hour. I'd like to thank you all for gathering to celebrate Suzanne and Ismail's special night tonight. They say opposites attract, and that couldn't be true of my sister and I. If you ever worked with my sister, you probably know her as Susan from HR. That's right. The one who bosses everyone around with an iron fist. Yes, she can be a handful at times, pause. But trust me, once you bribe her with food, you've won her over, Izzy. I'm telling you right now. Good luck. Today, we're not just celebrating her wedding. We're giving an award for taming the untamable. To my sister and her brave partner, welcome to the circus. Life with her is like a roller coaster of laughter, occasional chaos, and a constant supply of perfectly timed eye rolls. I also don't want to forget a special name, Derek. Cheers to that. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Tuba. Amazing speeches. Our last one, ladies and gentlemen, our groom, Ismail, please put your hands together.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining us on our special day today. It's been an amazing day, full of laughter, fun, and honestly I couldn't have imagined a better day for you guys to join us. I just want to say to my wife, I love you so very much, and I can't wait to move forward. Thanks to my family, to my mum especially, love you mum, and to my dad, thank you so much for everything you've done. Thank you everyone, hope you all have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you once again to our group, Ismail, and all speeches, absolutely amazing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I can get your attention, to the back of the reception lounge. There is a same day edit thanks to our good friends at King's Weddings. Let's see what's beautiful.